So you guys, we might be having some more lives coming up, which I'm really excited about. So hi guys, welcome. How are you guys? As you come in the room, please make sure that you hit that thumbs up button if you are excited that we are live today, which I'm really excited about because we haven't been live in a while. Today I wanted to talk to you guys. I'm sorry, I don't want my computer to beep, so I wonder if I can mute myself without it doing that. But anyway, so today I wanted to talk about honoring your cycles and let you guys know that it is okay to relax, okay? Where have I been? I've been relaxing, and it's totally okay to do that. Why this download kind of came to me is because I understand that we're leaving this construct or this way of living where it's go go go, do. You have to act, you have to grind, you have to X, Y, and Z. We're no longer in that construct anymore. So in these days, in this way that the way that we move now, the way that we navigate now as a society, it's going to be based off of how you feel. You're going to get the best results and the most results when you move out of how you feel, when you move intuitively out of what feels good to you and to your heart and to your soul. That is how we're going to be successful in this new time frame. So yeah, that's what we're going to talk about today. I'm really excited about it, honoring your cycles. So the first thing I want to say is give you guys like an update on what I've been up to in the past, I don't even know, since I posted a video last. Guys, I have been Netflix and chilling so hard. I've been working on my website here and there just a little bit. I've been talking to my girlfriends and my family on the phone. I've been relaxing. I have not been forcing myself to do anything too task-oriented or too difficult. And I really think that's important. I mean, like, if you look at what is going on in the world as a grand stage, you'll see that nobody really is working right now. There are some people who still have to work, but if you look at it, the entire world is kind of on a pause. So it kind of seems counterintuitive to be trying to go, push, grind, when we collectively are just kind of at it's like a quiet, hushed kind of, like, we're just relaxing, we're kind of just cruising, kind of chilling, if that makes sense to you guys. So I got this message and I want to share with you guys to honor your cycles. Okay, what does that mean, to honor your cycles? This means that you check in with how you feel before you do things. So in the old way that we used to live, we would wake up in the morning, and most of us had work to go to first thing in the morning. We'd wake up, we'd brush our teeth, take a shower, go to work, right? And never in that chunk of time from the moment that you open your eyes and wake up to the minute that you're on your commute to work, nobody really takes time to check in, to relax, to meditate, to journal, to do basic things, to check in with yourselves as a human. We've become very robotic in the way that we wake up and we have our agendas and we put ourselves to work, and we've created the agenda from the day before, the week before, the month before, and we wake up and we don't even know if when we wake up that we want to do the thing that we had on our agenda to do, right? So yeah, now is a time where we are being asked to check in before you do, because that is how you're going to get the best results right now. So let me share with you guys how I've been applying this in my life. Of intuitively feeling out what I want to do before I do it. So nowadays, when I wake up in the morning, I kind of have like this morning ritual that I've been dabbling into that I feel like it's really helpful, and maybe I'll make a video about it if you guys are interested, so let me know. But basically, I wake up, and the first thing I do is I journal. So the first thing I do in the morning when I wake up, I have my journal next to my bed, and I'll journal about either the dream I had the night before, I'll journal about how I'm feeling this morning, I'll journal about what I'm grateful for that morning. I find it's extremely important to start the day off in your own voice and in your own mind and with yourself, instead of just waking up and turning the music straight on, or waking up and, going straight to work, or going straight, serving other people's agendas without checking in with ourselves first, with what we want intuitively first, right? So that is why I've been waking up and I'll start journaling first. And I think this is extremely important because you guys don't understand. We get so many messages at night when we're sleeping. We get so many messages, right? And we don't remember all of them. That's why sometimes people will have dreams and they don't remember them. But understand that your subconscious mind is talking to you while you're sleeping. People might pop up in your head, places might pop up in your head, situations might replay themselves in your dreams, right? And this is all your body's way of communicating with you because it cannot physically talk to you. Even your angels, guides, and helpers, at times it feels as if they cannot physically talk to you. And so our dreams are a way that we kind of, can learn about ourselves and learn about our subconscious mind and what we truly feel without even having to speak. So that is why it's so important to me to wake up and journal first thing in the morning. What do I do next? I do this thing called morning hydration. And it's basically where I'll drink either a bottle of water, or I don't know if any of you guys are like doing the gallon a day right now, but basically you want to drink water as soon as you wake up. Why is that? You're dehydrated when you go to sleep, right? So whenever you wake up, honoring your cycle would be to replenish that moisture into your body. Why is that? Well, because you guys know, obviously, we're made out of mostly water. If you are water deficient, okay, your organs are not going to work at the higher capacity that they can work to. Your brain is not working to the capacity that it can work in, and you might be feeling very lethargic and tired first thing in the morning because you haven't honored your cycle and replenished yourself with water. So the next thing I do after I wake up in the morning, I journal and I drink my water, okay? Here's the third thing that I've been doing while I've been on quarantine, and I don't know what it is about it, but it really just gets me going for the morning, and I used to hate it. And I say it's movement. So I used to say, I'm going to exercise in the morning. I'm going to run in the morning. I'm going to jog in the morning. I'm going to do a workout video in the morning, and I'm going to exercise, right? That sounds very, I don't know, something about the phrase exercise, it sounds like a chore, and I don't feel enticed to do it, but I know I need to do it because it's good for me, right? So I put on my to-do list in the morning, movement. What is movement? It could be dance, it could be hula hooping, it could be jump roping, jumping on the trampoline, running around your neighborhood, any type of moving. Intuitive movement, goddess yoga. This is a new form of yoga that I'm starting to create, and I want to share with you guys. I will eventually, but I got to get comfortable with it yet. But this is something I've been doing every morning, movement. So these are just 3 things right off the bat that I do in the morning that help me to honor my cycles. I wake up and I journal, okay? I hydrate myself. And then I move my body, I exercise, and I only give it 30 minutes. So I'm not really depleting my energy at all. But let me tell you the significance of movement first thing in the morning. It's really great for your manifestation power, okay? Now, I know I haven't really talked much about the law of attraction on my channel in a little bit of time, but if you are moving your body, you are generating energy, right? What do you need in order to see things manifest in the physical? Energy, right? When we're talking about the law of attraction, attracting the things that you want to you, how do you go about attracting things? Well, you've got to generate energy. So in the morning, I wake up and I start moving around. I pull out my yoga mat. I'm like play music and I'm just moving and I'm intuitively moving my body. And I'm trying to feel my bones move in my skin. I'm trying to feel my organs move within my body. I'm trying to feel my muscles, pulsate within my body. Why? Because I want the energy and the blood to flow, because that is how I'm generating energy. And then after I generate that energy, I put it towards my manifestation work. Okay. So here's the 4th thing that I do to honor my cycles. And that is work my magic. So after I do movement in the morning, hi Goddess Light, she says, I'm going to start doing that. Yes, I promise you guys, something about movement in the morning, generating that energy, creating that static energy. And then this is the big thing. Then you put it towards something. So in the morning, like I said, I journal, so I kind of have an idea of what my intention is for the day, or what I want to do for that day, or what I want to accomplish for the day, right? So when I'm in my movement, my exercise, whatever you want to call it, I call it movement because I don't like to exercise. When I'm in this time period, I pull out my vision boards, okay? So I have my vision board out on wherever I'm exercising at for the day, right? Pull out your vision boards when you're exercising and when you're moving. And as you're doing those movements, and as you're creating and generating that energy, focus it on those vision boards, because what you're doing from point A to point B, how do I connect the dots? How do I get there? Energy and motion gets you there. So that is why I exercise and do my movement while I have my vision boards out. You guys, your movement and generating energy is what helps you to bring those things into your life faster. Okay. So yeah, I don't know why I'm sharing all this. Today's video is about honoring your cycles, but I just wanted to put that out there. This new little morning ritual that I've been doing really does help me to, one, honor my cycles, but two, I don't feel so pressed to be active during the day because I know that I've already taken care of the work of my day. If you take care of your body, you get a check in the box for the day. If you hydrate yourself properly, you get a check in the box for the day, right? If you move your body, you get a check in the box, right? If you check in with yourself through journaling, right? That's a check in the box. So we need to get out of this paradigm where I need to work, do, grind to feel successful by the end of the day. That is no longer the world that we live in. That is no longer the paradigm that we live in, okay? Things are changing. Now you're being asked to honor your cycles. And you guys, I tried to record this video 2 times while I was like just gonna pre-record it. I wasn't gonna go live with this message, but I feel like it kind of happened this way for a reason. So I don't know why it happened this way, but whatever, we're going with it. So I did write down notes. I wanted to preface this video with that. If you're having a hard time in this period getting started with your day or knowing intuitively what to do with your day, start with those 4 things. Journal as soon as you wake up, hydrate your body, drink some water, do some movement, okay? And then after you do your movement, use that to help you to manifest and put that energy to work for you. Honor your cycles. All right, so this is what I wanted to say. Right now, don't feel like you have to rush or force yourself to do anything, okay? Literally, the entire world is on a pause right now. And if you haven't realized this yet, what happens in the macro is a representation of what's going on in the micro, what's going on with us on a personal level, okay? So if everybody in the world is on pause right now, what does that mean for us? It is okay for us to be on pause right now. Farrah says your black hair is better. We're trying out new styles, girlfriend. And we have the ability to do that because we can do whatever we want right now. But thank you, Farrah. So right now, you really want to honor your cycles by not feeling like you have to be productive. Don't feel like you have to do. Don't feel like you have to rush. I remember when this first kind of started, I went into it with the mindset that was like, I have to be productive. I have to work on my website. I have to make videos. I have to. And then my spirit guide told me, she was like, you don't have to do anything. If you want to sit on your bed all day and do nothing, that's perfectly fine. You are alive. You are human. You have free will. You get to do whatever you want. And I think a lie that our society has told us is that we have to be productive. You have to work. You have to do this. You have to do that. So here's the first message. You don't have to do a thing, okay? And for those of you guys who have been feeling obligated by, the people in your life, maybe your family members, maybe your friends, you feel like I have to show up to her birthday party. I have to go to work at this job. I have to, whatever your have to is, I'm telling you now, you don't have to do a thing, okay? So for those of you guys who have been beating yourself up over this period, like I haven't been productive enough and I don't think that's okay, I promise you, Netflix and chilling right now is enough. If all you've been doing is daydreaming and twiddling your thumbs right now, I promise you it's enough. And let me tell you why. Beautiful, amazing, incredible things can come out of and ooze out of absolutely every situation of your life. Even when you're in that, I forget the word, but it's when you're in that bliss spot of losing yourself, doing something that you really enjoy. For me, it was doing hair. I can wash wigs and flat iron wigs and do all kinds of crazy stuff, get lost in my wig drawer, right? Hence why this wig came out the drawer. And it's not because I'm like, I need to be productive, I need to do something. I'm literally in the mindset right now of what can I do right now to make me happy? What can I do right now to make me feel energized, to make me feel relaxed, to make me feel opulent, to make me feel elegant, okay? Let's go back to really serving ourselves because that is something that we have lost. We are here to serve ourselves and to enjoy your human experience however you see fit. Here's another thing. A lot of us have FOMO right now, fear of missing out, feeling like everyone's living some grand, amazing, luxurious, incredible life when we're really not. Like even those of you guys who like put me on this pedestal and it's like, I want to be like Nija Sim. I want to live like Nija Sim. You guys don't know that half the day I'm literally chilling on my bed, Netflixing, chilling with myself. Okay, I might be on my computer writing blog posts or something, but like everyone's life isn't that luxurious and isn't that glamorous, and that's okay. I think the beauty of this experience is being able to decide what you want to create with the time that you've been given. Hi, Ashley. And I see Tori's in here too. Tori said, damn, you reading my mind. Good. Tori, if you felt like you needed to grind, work right now, stop. Stop. Because let me tell you guys what you're doing when you don't feel like doing something, but you're forcing yourself to do it anyway. Okay. So let's say, I'll give you guys an example. Pretend, oh, I hate to put myself in this example because I do not want to be there anymore, but let's say, for example, let's say I was a type of person who, I had a job that I didn't want to go to, and now I've been told I don't have to go to work anymore, and I'm going to get paid for not having to go to work, right? Something in us would make us want to feel guilty for being at home and still reaping the benefits of having a job without having to go to work. And so to compensate that, you think that you need to, be super productive at home, vacuum everything, wipe down all the, just do the most when you don't really have to do that. It's okay to just accept the fact that you are being blessed and there was nothing required that had to be done. All you had to do was receive it, and all you had to do was accept it. This is a new rule that is coming about in this world that we're living in. I'm sorry, I'm being like super philosophical in this video today, you guys. It might be a topic for my spirituality channel, but I have been doing a lot of coaching sessions lately, and I just want to share that information with everybody. I don't want to just help people on an individual level. So if my videos ever seem a little bit like preachy or coachy, that's what I've been up to. So sorry, but not sorry, because this is really important. Stop feeling like we have to work so hard, and stop feeling like we have to do so much to be successful, to reap the benefit. Last night we had a new moon in Taurus, right? And so that Taurian energy is all about, one, it's an earth sign. So a lot of people are going to be receiving more money lately. Whoop, whoop. We're excited about that, right? But I feel like what also is coming with this energy is just letting people know that you will get more out of life when you do more of what you love. Try to receive more. And especially if you're a female, especially if you're in your female energy, we are meant to receive, okay? It's in our nature. It's what we are, okay? It's okay. I'm excited about receiving. Is anybody else excited about receiving? So we just entered this new period with the Taurus new moon, where you're going to see a lot of things financially start to open up. You're going to start to get a lot of payouts. You're going to start to feel a lot more energetic and feel like you want to start being productive. With this feeling of productivity, I want to challenge you guys to put that energy and put that effort, put that newfound gusto towards projects that really feel good to you, towards projects that make you feel like it's bettering you and making a difference in your life, projects that make you excited. She said, hella excited to receive. Yes, that's the energy you have to be in right now. You just have to be excited to receive. And you have to not expect to have to give to receive. Like, yes, that is the natural order of things. You give to receive. But let's just say this. In the old world that we used to live in, we gave more than we even thought that we were giving. We were giving our time, our hours, our energy for peanuts, right? So we're getting that energy back. And I want you to know it's okay to be in that receiving mode, and it's okay to open yourself up to receive and not feel like you have to do something to receive. Now is not the time to receive. Now is just the time to open up and receive. And that is, again, how you honor your cycles. Sometimes it's going to be time to grind and do and do and do, but you don't want to do that until you feel inspired to do that. And I hope you guys aren't taking my words the wrong way, because a lot of people will be like, well, I don't want to pay my bills, but I have to do that anyway, so that doesn't really make sense. No, that's not what I'm saying. You still obviously are going to take care of the natural, not natural, but of the human created tasks that we create for ourselves. But just know there are no obligations. You don't have to do anything. We choose to do things. If you are somebody who is fighting yourself, I don't want to pay rent, you don't have to pay rent. You don't have to live there. I don't want to pay my car note. You don't have to. you can take the bus. I don't want, like, just stop saying what you don't want to do. And I was doing a reading for myself this morning, and I got the Queen of Swords energy. That energy is all about cutting the BS, cutting out everything in your life that's not working, cutting out everything in your life that doesn't make sense to you, or that you feel that you've kind of tethered to yourself but isn't really serving you and doesn't really make sense for you, and doesn't really, like, when you see your life 10 years from now, that thing isn't there. So it's a hindrance right now, right? That Queen of Swords energy is just saying, be real with yourself. Can we just be honest with ourselves? Can you just, like, be for real and cut the crap? It's basically the energy. Can we just be real, and can we cut the crap? All these false obligations that we thought we had to do that we didn't have to do. It's just like the wife and mother that, works all day and then comes home and she feels like she has to cook a grand meal to be considered an excellent mom and an excellent wife. No, miss, you don't have to do anything. You don't have to cook. You don't have to clean. All you have to do is be you. Okay? You're going to give yourself the next step. You're going to give yourself the next tip. You're going to give yourself, like, we're always waiting around, like, please, God, please make this happen. Please, angels, please make this happen. Please, somebody make this happen for me, right? And it's like, it's not about other people doing for you. You literally can do everything that you need to do. I'm not going to say on your own, because teamwork makes the dream work, but you possess everything in yourself right now to take yourself to the next level, or take yourself to the next place that you want to be. If there's somewhere that you see yourself that you want to be in life, and I always go back to this manifestation that I've been holding on to for, it seems like, so long now, but I really feel like I'm on the precipice of manifesting it, and I can't wait to share it with you guys. But yeah, I've just been holding on to this manifestation, like, please, angels, make this happen. Please, God, make this happen. Please, ancestors, make this happen. And I always come back to the same conclusion, or the same realization, that I have everything I need to make it happen. So why am I not utilizing my gifts, my talents, my resources, and my skills to make it happen? Okay, so I hope this video is not all over the place. It really is about honoring your cycle, honoring your cycles, and allowing yourself to relax when you need to relax. And this also goes with just being intuitively inclined right now, because people really do need to check in with themselves intuitively right now. Okay, it's no longer I don't know. I'm trying to explain this the best way I can. It's no longer about, what you see is the reality. Now it's about what you feel is the true reality. And from how we feel, we project those feelings out into the world, and that creates the physical 3D. This is how we manifest, okay? And that's why I say in the morning, I generate that energy, and then I put it towards my vision board, or what I'm trying to manifest, because I understand now. It's not about what you physically see, okay? It's about taking the energy and what we feel and what we want, and transmuting that into the 3D. And that's how we make things a reality, okay? So I hope that makes sense. I know that this has been very philosophical, but today's video really is about honoring your cycles, okay? So here's my next point I wanted to say. Right now, it's really okay if you decide to just relax for a few days. If you have been at home for about a month now, like the rest of us, right? And you still haven't allowed yourself to relax, or to get a break, or to, just spend a day vegging out and doing whatever you want to, this is the wake-up call. I want you guys to really start intuitively feeling out your days and filling out your schedules, okay? Allow yourself to gravitate towards what you want to gravitate towards. If you wake up one day and you feel like, you know what, it's a Hulu day, I want to watch a bunch of movies on Hulu, please let yourself do that. And let me tell you why you want to let yourself do that. Because maybe through watching those movies, you get brilliant ideas or brilliant insight. Maybe, your spirit guides speak to you through one of the characters in the movie. You have no idea what's going to happen, but because you listened to yourself and allowed yourself to do what you intuitively felt like you wanted to do, amazing things happened, okay? Tori says, I love hearing what you have to say. Thank you so much, Tori. You are amazing. But yeah, I'm happy that we're live today, guys, and I really hope that you guys are enjoying it. If you are, please don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. I have a few more points I wanted to hit. So yes, allow yourself to be in flow. So like I said, if you wake up one day and you want to paint for the day, that's what you need to do, because in doing that, like I said, you're going to hit that sweet spot where you're not really actively thinking, and you kind of let your subconscious mind kind of start to do its thing, and you start drifting off and your mind kind of wanders, and then you kind of tap into, or your mind kind of opens up a door because there was no resistance. You weren't stopping yourself from figuring out what you needed to figure out, and therefore you kind of just, you get the idea, you get the clarity, you get the revelation that you've been looking for, right? Because you intuitively allowed yourself to do what you wanted to do. That is why it's so important. I really can't stress that enough. So I want, if you guys don't understand anything else that I say in this video, please, please, please hold on to that nugget. Right now is the time to be intuitively feeling out what you want to do. Okay, Forest Variety says, I always feel bad to relax. I need to stop. Yeah, if you're somebody who feels bad when you relax, you really, really, really have to cut that out, because you're doing yourself a disservice by feeling guilty because you allow yourself to relax, because we're humans. And I want to bring this point up. I think I heard it in a video that I watched not too long ago, but basically they were saying that humans, as the nomadic creatures that we used to be, we never really used to have to use all this brain power, and we never used to have to use all this energy. Like, this is kind of new. Back in the day, we can even go as back as prehistoric caveman time. They were never working really hard every day. You know, maybe once a month they get a really big kill. You know, maybe they'll I don't know, hunt a hyena or something, and then they can eat for a couple days, and they relax, and they feed their bellies, and they veg out, and they relax, you know, and then they walk around a little, and they kind of view the landscape, you know, and then maybe 2 weeks go by, and then they do it again, okay? So our people were not constantly work. That is a new construct from this new day and age, which it's exciting that we can be go, you know, we're very progressive in that way, and I think that part is exciting about it. But I think expecting yourselves to be at a level of high performance all the time, one, is exhausting, two, it's impossible, three, it will deplete your energy, and four, you're going to be like, why am I so unmotivated? You know, like, are you, if I don't know if this is any of you guys, but I used to always be so unmotivated. Like, I used to be like, I feel so lazy, why am I not disciplined, why can't I, blah blah blah. And the reason was because I didn't care about what I was trying to do, therefore it never happened. So you might be like, oh, I think I'm lazy, I think I'm not disciplined, but it's like, you're not, you just don't care about what you're trying to make yourself care about, and therefore you're hitting so much resistance, right? It's like when you had that job that you never wanted to go to, and you always showed up late because you didn't want to go to it in the first place, and your boss is like, why is your performance suck? And it's like, because I don't want to be here. Right? So I hope that makes sense. You really have to honor your cycles. If you want to relax, you have to allow yourself to relax. If you want to do, you allow yourself to do. And that is how we honor our cycles. We're cyclical creatures. You can't always be in go. You can't always be in rest. You got to do both, okay? So here's the next point I wanted to make. And I kind of touched on it already, but I really want to emphasize this. You've already been given everything it takes to take yourself to the next desired level. Just ask yourself, where do I want to be? Even if it's, what am I manifesting right now? For a long time, I was like, I'm manifesting making $1,000 a week. I want to make $1,000 a week. I want to make $1,000 a week. So then I had to ask myself, so there's this version or this level of myself right now, what I see in the 3D and the physical, and then there's this version of myself that I want to be. And right now I can only visualize her in my mind. I can only conceptualize her in my mind. But that's where it starts. You only have to figure it out in your mind. And that's something that a lot of people don't understand about the world that we live in, the human experience that we're having. All you have to do is come up with the answer in your head. So again, I said I want to make $1,000 a week, right? I see that version of myself in my head. And then you ask yourself, you got to dig deep, and you got to peel back the layers, right? What does that version of myself look like? We can start there, because that's super simple. So I want you guys to all do this exercise because it's super simple. Just ask yourself whatever it is that you're trying to manifest right now. So just say, I want blank, okay? I'll give you guys this example for me right now. I want to manifest $1,000 a week, right? Okay, so this is how you're going to do it. I really hope you guys are paying attention. This is how you're going to do it. You say, okay, There is a version of myself that exists somewhere out there on one of these timelines, on one of these dimensions, on one of these galaxies. She makes $1,000 a week. Okay. She exists. And do you want to know how you know that she exists? Because you can visualize her. If there is a version of yourself that you can visualize who owns a boat or owns a truck or owns a new house or owns a lot, if you can see that version of yourself in your head, they exist. Congratulations. Okay, right? So now we have to figure out how to take them from the ethers, or take them from the imagination and bring them into the 3D, or bring them into the physical. This is how you do it. Start by how it looks. What does that version of myself look like that makes $1,000 a week? Okay, start there at the bare minimum. How does she dress? How does she walk? Right? What does she do? Okay, so now I see what she looks like. I see how she wears her hair. I see how she wears her outfits. Now you know what you do in the 3D, in the real time? You meet those attributes. You take that version of yourself who is in your head and you bring her down. I know that version of myself in my head has this kind of hair. I can bring that down to the physical, right? So this is how we become in alignment, okay? This is where alignment comes from. Because if you can become in the physical, in the 3D, the version of yourself that you see in the ethers, you're literally merging the timelines. You are becoming her. Anything that you want to manifest, you have to become to attract. Same goes if you want a new house, right? If you see yourself living in a new house, you ask yourself, how do I look like in the house? Like, what do I look like living in the house? Like, what kind of robes do I wear in the house? What kind of outfits am I wearing in this house, right? And then you merge the timelines. You bring that version of yourself with this version of yourself by doing it, by acting as if, by buying those robes and by looking like it, okay? And now you're like, okay, cool. I look the part, right? And now the next thing is, okay, I look the part. Now, what are the action steps involved? I see that version of myself that makes $1,000 a month, and I'm still here, but I look the part now. How can I merge the lines even more? How can I really dissolve into that character that I'm trying to dissolve? And then I ask myself, well, what does that version of myself do? Right? And I see that version of myself that makes $1,000 a month, and she goes to the post office every week because she's got to drop off her packages. Okay. So I know that about her. And I also see that maybe she, goes to brunch every day at 12 p.m. with her friends. And I see that about that. And I really admire that about her. So how do I merge? How do I make myself into her? I start doing that. If I see that she goes to the post office every single week, I'm going to go to the post office every single week. If I see that she's brunching with her friends every day at 12 p.m., I'm brunching with my friends every day at 12 p.m. Why? Because I'm merging the timelines. I'm becoming her. I'm acting as if she is me and I am her. Therefore, I'm going to do the things that she does because I'm going to become her. Okay, this is how you manifest your dream life. This is how you be. So this even goes with like magic. When you're like, I'm going to do my candle magic to attract this or to attract that. You're not doing the magic to change anything on the external. You're doing the magic to change what's on the internal. You need to change your mindset to attract that. You need to change your habits and activities to attract that, right? For some people, you got to change as simple as the way that you dress, because this version of myself, she doesn't have the same style sense or fashion sense as that version of myself. But that version of myself gets invited to dinner parties. She's got great friends. She, X, Y, and Z. She's doing all of that. So if I want to embody that lifestyle, I've got to fit the part. I've got to look the part. Okay. So I'm going to take a break and read you guys' message. Tori says, please save this live. Yes, I'm going to save this live, Tori. Sydney says, I woke up yesterday and called out of work and didn't work put. My body just wanted me to relax, and that's what I did. Exactly. And you know what, Sydney? You honored your cycles, and I bet you had a fantastic, amazing, restorative day. I bet you had amazing, inspiring ideas. I bet you got to sleep in and you felt relaxed and you had a really great day. And that is how you honored your cycles. So good. More people need to honor their cycles. Another thing is, in order to honor your cycles, you can't put other people's opinions before your own opinion, okay? In whatever capacity, even if it's your mother, your father, your sisters, you can't put their opinions of what's best for you ahead of what you want for yourself, because other people's projections are created from the lifestyle and experiences that they are currently experiencing. So if you're like, I'm going to be a millionaire one day, and you tell your friend who never aspired to be a millionaire, they're going to look at you like, yeah, okay, sure, good luck with that, because they themselves never perceived themselves to be able to do that. Therefore, they cannot give you advice or inspiration or knowledge about how to do what you're trying to do because they have not done it yet. Okay, so yeah, it is what it is, but you can't let other people's opinions jump in front of what you deem important to you. Okay, so that's another thing with honoring your cycles. You have to care about yourself first. I used to be the type of person who, like, every time when I had my significant other was like, we're going to go to my parents' house, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. And I always used to be like, yeah, okay, sure, yeah, okay, sure. You know, because I knew it made him happy and I think it made them happy. But after a while, I would just, feel some type of way or feel a little awkward. I'd be like, you know what? I just want to spend time at home. I don't always want to have to entertain people. I don't want to have to do that. And, at first when I tell them, they don't want to hear that. It makes them upset, and if I was not honoring my cycles, I could say, oh, well, I can tell this makes them really happy, so I'm going to put how I feel in the back seat and just go along with it. That's not honoring your cycles. Honoring your cycles is like, hey, I know that makes you upset that I'm doing this, and I'm sorry, I'm not doing this to make you upset. I'm just trying to do what's best for me. This is what I want to do. This is what I'm going to do. Get with it or get lost. And that is how you honor your cycles, all right? And I don't want you guys to ever think that honoring your cycles means that it's, that you have to hurt other people's feelings or make other people feel bad, or, honoring your cycle has nothing to do with other people, but it has everything to do with yourself and checking in with yourself and checking in with what's right with you. Okay, everybody needs to set boundaries. Okay, we as humans are here to set boundaries. Okay, because if we don't set boundaries, people are going to be running amok on you, and you're going to wonder why you have low self-esteem and nothing ever goes right for you, and no one ever sticks up for you. It's because you don't stick up for yourself. You have to stick up for yourself first before anybody else can stick up for you, and that is why honoring your cycles is so important. Okay, let's continue on this list. Okay, so I gave you guys this example already about how I've been honoring my cycles. I told you guys for the past 2 weeks, I haven't been feeling like making YouTube videos. I haven't been feeling like working on my websites and working on my endeavors. I shut down all coaching, so I haven't been coaching for the past 2 weeks. And a regular person would be like, this isn't good. It's not good to slow down. It's not good to, I have to keep working. I have to keep grinding. How am I going to get paid? Well, this is where faith comes in, because in honoring your cycles, you also must have faith that you are making the best decision for yourself. Okay. And also, this is really great, this topic about faith, because when you're honoring your cycle, you are essentially growing your faith, because you do have to have a little bit of faith. When I was honoring my cycles, I think it was last May. Actually, it's about to be a year since I've officially worked for myself and been self-employed for an entire year straight, which I'm really excited about. But way back then, I had to honor my cycles and say, you know what? I'm not going to work there anymore. I'm going to do what I want. I'm going to make money how I want. I'm going to create the job that I want. Okay? Honoring my cycles was saying, okay, guys, I'm putting in my 2 weeks. I'm no longer going to work here. Love you guys, but I got to go. Right? That was me honoring my cycles. Now, imagine if I was like, I don't want to disappoint the company, and we're low on staff, and I don't know, and the store's been struggling, and I don't want to, like, that would be me taking on that situation as my own burdens, and those are not my own burdens. A lot of you guys are taking on situations that are not even your burdens. I'll give you another example without getting too specific, but I have a friend who is in the process of trying to leave her partner, right? And she's been separated from her partner for a couple years now. They don't even live together. They have, they're separated, right? And legally, to get a divorce and to separate, you have to be apart from your partner for, I think it's a year, in the States anyway, right? So, and so she, the process and everything like that, and realizes that he's having some health issues, and it's not her fault that he's having health issues, but, honoring her cycles is saying, hey, I know that things aren't looking great over there for you right now, but I still have to move on with my life, and I still have to do what's best for me. So I still have to serve these paperwork. You're still going to get this paperwork. Okay, buddy, we're still separating. Okay, so you can't let other people's, hardships in their life stop you from doing what's best for you. And this is not me saying you need to be selfish, you need to not care about other people, but if everybody puts themselves first, if everybody puts what's best for themselves first, then no one can ever take advantage of you. No one can ever, it just makes you, it makes you stronger. There's nothing wrong with having boundaries, setting boundaries and protecting yourselves. Not because the world is some big scary place that wants to screw you over, but because as a human, you have to protect yourself so that you can make it to the end of, wherever you're supposed to go or wherever you're supposed to take it. So I hope that makes sense. Sydney says, I definitely did it and it was perfect. Good. I'm happy you enjoyed your day of relaxation. Okay, you guys. So I hope that makes sense. I just have a few more points. I know we've been on live for about 40 minutes and there are a lot of you guys here hanging out with me and I really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button if you guys are enjoying this live. The last few things I want to say is I've been working on my new business endeavor. I told you guys I'm going to be starting a new business endeavor, and I've been working on it in the month of April, and I've really been enjoying just taking my time with it. Like just being I'm not even saying I'm intentionally being slow about it, but like I'm in no rush because I understand that this project that I'm working on is something that I can work on from now until the end of my life, or from now and I can grow this business forever, and that really excites me. And that's how I want you guys to think about your own lives and your own journeys when it comes to starting up businesses or what you want to do with your life or finding your purpose. I want you to understand this. You have every day for the rest of your life to make it perfect, to make it beautiful, to make it what you want, and to make it spectacular, whatever the it is for you. You've got forever and a day to accomplish it. You've got every day that you were in this body to achieve it, okay? Now, this isn't to say that you should procrastinate and wait to get things done, but this is to say that every single day, your intentions should be to do what makes you happy. So this new business endeavor that I'm working on is pertaining to hair, and I love working on hair. I love doing my hair. I have since I was a kid, okay? I'm just extremely fascinated with hair. And this new business endeavor allows me to do what I love for hours and hours and hours and hours without feeling like I have to be somewhere or do something else or give something else my energy and my time, okay? And that's what's really important right now. To focus on what you love and what's important to you and what brings you happiness and what brings you excitement and what lights you up, and give all your energy to that endeavor, because that endeavor is in turn going to pour back abundantly into you, okay? A lot of people they used to think I have to do something that I hate to get what I want, which is money. But it's not true. If you do what you love to get what you love, which is also money, you're attracting more of what you love, okay? So you can be in a continuous cycle of attracting what you love, and in a continuous cycle of abundance, of abundance, of abundance, and of blessings, and of blessings, and of blessings, because you didn't compromise what you wanted for what was going to give you, the results that you wanted. So stop compromising your time, your energy, and your effort thinking that you have to do things that you don't care about in order to get paid. Instead, let's be creative. Let's find another way, because there is another way. You have your entire life to focus on whatever you want to focus on. If you wanted to, perfect yourself and work on yourself and refine your skills and make yourself literally a masterpiece by the end of your life, you can absolutely do that. As long as you're utilizing your time and honoring your cycles to do exactly what you want to do, okay? You no longer have to compromise what you don't want for what you do want, okay? In order to get what you want, you do what you want. And let's try and make, let's make this a thing. And I really love the YouTuber Amanda Flaker. I think I've mentioned her on my channel before, but I love her videos. You guys go check her out if this topic or concept of heaven on earth is interesting to you. Because essentially what we're doing is we're acknowledging that we as humans have been placed on this planet to, create and live out whatever experience we want. We are all expressions of the divine. We are all expressions of God. We are all living different lifestyles, and we have the power of free will to create and do whatever we want with it, right? We all have that. We've all been granted that. It's just sometimes people in situations will make you think that you can't do what you want and that you have a set or limited amount of options, and that's not true. You guys have to understand and maybe even do some research on the quantum theory, or just the idea that there are different timelines that we can always connect to. You can always connect to different timelines. And this is, again, what people talk about your frequency and your vibration, right? If you see that in 5 years, you know, you want to be the CEO of $1 million company, you can visualize that, and you can literally put yourself there in 5 years. You can. It's 100% possible, right? I don't know where I was going with that, but I'm just saying you can conceptualize and create the reality that you want. If you can visualize it in your mind, you take the steps to morph and to put yourself into that person. You become what it is that you're trying to attract. You have to become to attract. If you want a new apartment, you have to become the person who would have that apartment, and that's how you attract that apartment. If you want a new job, you have to become the person who would work the job that you want to attract that job, okay? It's really simple when we think about it. I don't know, life just became so much more simpler when I understood that concept that we become to attract, okay? And people even say you act as if to attract. Honestly, I don't even see it as an act anymore. You must become. Just like if you want to lose 50, I don't know, 50 pounds is a lot. If you want to lose 30 pounds and you see yourself in your head 30 pounds lighter, how do you do that? You ask yourself, what is that version of myself that is 30 pounds lighter? What does she do to lose weight? Does she exercise? What does she eat? What does she, like, who does she hang out with? What does she do in her downtime when she's not exercising? You've got to gather all that information about that version of yourself, and then you apply that information to yourself. It's literally like collecting a bunch of data about who you want to be and then applying that information to your life. It's all about, okay, I remember what I was saying, frequencies. Yeah, your frequency. So if you know where you want to be, you can align yourself up to it. And your frequency is so important. When I see frequency, this is how you feel. This is like the opposite. Like, this is like, you can be optimistic or you can be pessimistic. You can be happy and joyful, or you can be down. You can be excited and full of happiness, or you can be really doom and gloom and low energy. This is frequency. And so the positive emotions, which is not really positive, we live in a polarity construct. So this is how we learn. It's either good or bad. It's right or wrong. But in reality, it's not really. This is just how we measure things on a scale of polarity, right? So if you're trying to attract positive things to yourself, you have to stay on a high frequency, because that is how you're going to be able to attract things to yourself. Just how there are things that exist in a high frequency, there are things that exist on a low frequency. So let's say, for example, something that exists on low frequency is getting into a car accident, because you're constantly thinking, oh, I don't want to get in an accident. I don't want to get in an accident. I don't want to get in an accident. So instead of being on a high frequency of I am safe and protected, my vehicle is safe and protected, and wherever I go, I'm safe and protected, and everyone around me is vigilant, and I am okay, and I'm going to get to my destination. Instead of being on that high frequency, you will be on a low frequency. I don't want to get in an accident. I don't want someone to hit my car. I don't want. Okay. When you are on that frequency, you attract things that are on that frequency. So when we say raise your frequency, this is to expect the positive or best thing to happen. So if I'm saying I expect to attract $1,000 a month, I want to attract $1,000 a month, to be on that frequency that is in agreement with attracting that $1,000 a month, I have to know that I'm going to attract it. I have to speak positively about this situation. I have what it takes to manifest $1,000. I have what it takes to generate this income. I have what it takes, people want to give me this money. I have a million different ways to make the money, as opposed to, I don't know how I'm going to do it. I don't know how this is going to work out. I don't know. So this is what I mean by your frequency. You can attract things on high frequencies, and you can attract things on low frequencies. And that is why it's extremely important to monitor and pay attention to how you feel, AKA honoring your cycles. Okay? Because you're not always going to feel like, oh, I'm going to manifest $1,000. I'm going to manifest $1,000. Sometimes we're going to feel like, I don't know what I'm going to do this week. I don't know what I'm going to do this month. And it's okay for us to have those dips. But if we remember to spend more time on a high frequency than on a low frequency, you can attract more on a high frequency than on a low frequency. That is the simplest way I can explain it. I hope that makes sense. Yeah, I'm reading some of your comments. Tori says, got it. Also, I feel that we can make up our stories too. Exactly. You guys, You guys are brilliant. That is the next video I was going to make. And it's about creating your script, creating the lifestyle that you want to live, and then you play it out. You literally can write out your life as if it is a script, as if it is a movie, and literally play it out, live it out, okay? And that's another way that people can manifest is through scripting. If there's something that you want to manifest, again, using that $1,000 example, and you're scripting and you say, I'm going to manifest $1,000 by this time, and I'm so grateful that I was able to. No, you have to do it in the past tense as if it already happened. So you say, I'm so grateful that I manifested $1,000, and this is how I did it, and this is, blah, 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 blah. I'm so grateful. I knew I was going to do it, and here it is, and I'm so grateful. This time I'm going to spend the money, blah, 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 blah. And then, act as if it already happened. That's how you create the script, and then you live the script. You can live as if it's actually happening. Another example, you guys hear when I said every morning I wake up and I journal first thing in the morning. You can do this. You can do the scripting exercise first thing in the morning. If you know you want to have a great day and you want something amazing to happen to you, write today's date on the top of your paper and say, today was the best day ever. I got to do X, Y, and Z, and blah, blah, blah called me and we did X, Y, and Z, and it was the best day ever. And somebody randomly gave me $500 and I was so grateful. And I went to the store and they had exactly what I needed and blah, blah, blah. That's how you script to create the life that you want to live. Now, you want to, after you script it out, after you write how you want it, after you write down your order and what you want to see it that day and what you want to manifest that day, now you have to act as if. Okay, so whatever you said in the like in your thing, if you said I went to the store and somebody randomly gave me $500, you got to go to the store and anticipate somebody giving you money. And even if they don't, you made yourself in alignment. You attracted that storyline to yourself, because imagine if you never went to the place where the person was going to give you $500, you weren't going to get that money anyway. But because you wrote down, somebody gave me $500 when I went to the store, and then later on the day, you physically take yourself to the store, you literally opened it up. Like, you literally can write your life, okay? And I think that's like, how they say they give you this information in plain sight through the media, through movies and stuff like that. Do you guys remember those old like Disney movies where it's like they're once upon a time, like it starts with the narrator just reading the book, and then we actually see how it really happens in real life? That's real life. If you write out your life as if you want it, if you write out how you want your life to be, and then you start to do the things that you wrote out in your scripting, that is how you create the reality that you want. So thank you so much, Tori, for saying that, because that is the next video that I will be creating. Well, I don't know if it's going to be the next one, but I definitely did want to make that video, because that's exactly what it is. Especially like if you're like someone who's like, I'm going to manifest $1 million. I'm going to be a millionaire. If you script it out, I'm going to be a millionaire, and then you live as if you are going to be a millionaire, you have a higher chance of becoming a millionaire than somebody who's never mentioned that they wanted to become a millionaire in the first place. That's just how it works. Okay, so yeah. Ashley said, preach, girl. This is the hashtag truth. Thank you, Ashley. Fly Girl says, this is confirmation for me. It's like deciding to live in the end of what you want. Exactly. That's all you have to do. That's all you have to do. Live as if you already know the ending, because we do. If you think about it, we do already know the ending. Okay, when I was in high school, no, let's even go further back. Okay, I won't go that far back. When I was in middle school, I knew I wanted to be a YouTuber full time, okay? Meanwhile, I'm still like going through the motions of school. I'm still doing school. I get to college. I'm like, okay, I'm going to go to college now because that's the thing to do. But I'm still telling myself, I'm going to be a YouTuber. I'm going to be a YouTuber. I'm going to be a YouTuber. I have journals from back when I was in middle school and high school where I would literally just talk about how I'm going to be a YouTuber, and I'm going to work from home, and I'm going to do what I want, and I'm going to whatever, right? And literally, I'm living in that manifestation now. But the way that I got here is because I knew what was going to happen. I planned out, and this is why they say like you are gods, because you are creating your reality, even if you're creating the perception of your reality. So let's take a step back and say maybe you're living in a reality that you don't like and that you don't want to be in. Okay. So it is fair to say that we attracted ourselves into these situations, whether we choose to acknowledge it or not. Somehow we've attracted ourselves in this situation, and it's cool. We are put in situations to make us stronger and to make us fighters and to make us, being able to attract the next situation. So if you're ever in a situation that you don't want to be in, just know that you're in that situation to attract something better or to do something better. You are literally in these situations to teach yourself how to do the opposite, right? So yeah, it's exactly the same thing. You have to know the end to get to the end. You have to know where you want to go to get to where you want to go. Just like when you're in your car and you have a GPS, you know where you want to go, but you don't know how to get there. Just punch in the destination, okay? This goes with anything that you're trying to attract in your life ever again. Even if you're just stumbling on this channel and you never watch another one of my videos ever again, know this. Treat your life like it's a GPS. You punch in where you want to go, okay? I know I want to host retreats and travel the world. I'm punching that into my GPS. I don't know how I'm going to get there. I don't know what turns I need to take. That's not my business to know what turns I need to take. Because once I set the intention, guess what? I've got angels, guides, ancestors, an entire celestial team. They know where I want to go. I told them where I want to go. They're going to make sure I get exactly where I want to get on time, in the right order. Everything's going to happen exactly how it's supposed to. Okay, so don't ever feel like you have to know all the answers. All you literally have to know is how to feel yourself, how to feel what you want, how to feel, if a situation is good or bad. All you literally need is discernment and learn how to utilize your mental space. Okay. Our minds are powerful, our minds are magic, and our minds are attracting all the time. And that's what you need to know. Tori says, most people are blinded to their stories that they don't like. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, people, if you're living in a situation that you don't want to be in, you can't keep repeating those stories. You've got to flip the switch. You have to flip the script. For those of you guys who haven't seen that video, I made like a podcast style video that was like flip the script, rewrite the story, or something like that. And it's basically the same exact thing. If you're living in a lifestyle that you don't like, or if you're living on a timeline that you don't like, you've got to flip the script. You've got to rewrite the story. You have to literally take yourself out of orbit, because when you're living a lifestyle you don't like, just imagine yourself like on a Ferris wheel or on a track, right? You're stuck on a track. In order to take yourself off the track, you have to start doing things differently, creating different results, creating different patterns. So let's say on this track every single day at 9 a.m. you always are still sleeping path. Any small little change that you do in your life can put you on a new path. So if you're ever in a situation or in a lifestyle that you don't like and that's not serving you, even if it's something very small, because it doesn't have to be, oh my God, I hate my life's in shambles. It could be, you know what, I really don't like that coworker of mine and I wish I didn't have to deal with them anymore. You flip the script by changing your story. If before you didn't like them, you want to tell yourself the story, I like them, I love them, they're awesome, they're fantastic, they're amazing, they're incredible. Okay, that's how you flip the switch. Okay, I'm sorry guys, there's like this random person outside. Okay, no, that's okay, the neighbors are there too. Okay, I'm like looking out in the corner of my eye like, who is this random man walking around these houses? Okay, anyway, so yes, that's exactly what you do. Don't be blinded by the stories you're telling yourself. If you're living in a paradigm that you're not happy with what you're seeing and what you have, you've got to first become aware of the story that you're telling yourself and then change the story. If you're in a relationship with somebody that you're not impressed with anymore, right? Instead of saying, I hate them, they don't do anything, they don't do what I want to do, they don't, they're not how they used to be, they're not. You better stop. Okay, you change the story by saying, I'm so grateful that they still pay attention to me. I'm so grateful that they do this for me. I'm so grateful that they do that. I'm really appreciative. I think they're awesome. I think they're amazing. I think they're fantastic. And then suddenly they become amazing, wonderful, and fantastic. Or if they cannot become wonderful, amazing, fantastic, the universe will replace that person with who you really wanted, who had those attributes. Okay, so that's why we have to be so mindful about like what we say and how we think, because literally words are like spells. Our words have power. Okay, It really is true. So yes, am I keeping this live up? Absolutely. As soon as I end it, I will still be up here. I'm not going to get rid of this, so don't worry. Yeah, so I think that is what I wanted to say. Let me just make sure. Yeah. Oh, okay. So when I said that I have been working on my business and it's something that I love and it's something that I know I'm going to be working on forever and ever and ever, I want you guys to just really enjoy the process of doing what you want to do, okay? It's not a sprint. It's not about the destination. It's really about falling in love with the day-to-day, falling in love with your cycle, falling in love with what with what you do on a day-to-day, okay? So again, if there's something that we're trying to manifest, let's say it's a new apartment or a new house, right? The way to get there is by falling in love with what you have now, falling in love with the house you have now, falling in love with decorating and cleaning the house that you have now, inviting people over. Ask yourself, what is it that I want this new place for, right? And then start embodying those traits in what you have now. That is how you catapult yourself into what you have. Now, you guys might think, if I appreciate what I have now, that's only going to give me more of what I already have. Yes and no. It is going to give you more of what you already have, but it's going to give you what you wanted out of what you already have. And that's how you attract with what you want. You have to be comfortable with where you are now to get what you want. Why? Because like I said, you've got to match that frequency. You got to match that vibration. If you're constantly, I'm not there yet, I don't have that yet, it's not there yet, you're pushing things further and further away from you. Get comfortable with where you are now. Get comfortable with how things are now. And if you're not comfortable with how things are now, rewrite the script. What would make you love it more? What would make you enjoy it more? What would make you really love where you're at now? Because you have to love it to get to the new stuff. Have you ever noticed how for example, like somebody, if they want a new car, and they're only focusing on that new car, it might seem like it's taking forever to get that new car. But if you are focusing on the car that you have now, cleaning it, taking it to get a car wash, taking it to get maintenance checks, driving it to all your favorite places, speaking highly of it, loving on it, really appreciating it, you can love what you have so much that you open the door to something bigger and better and new. And that's what I mean by, honoring your cycles, because if you are doing what you love and accepting what you love and really, really enjoying every single moment, every single ounce, every single nugget of what you have now, that is literally how you open the door, open your perspective, open the horizon to new things that you're going to be manifesting. It's really amazing. It's really exciting. And I hope that all makes sense to you guys. So yeah, I said all that to say, you guys, don't beat yourself up if you want to relax right now. Don't be mad at yourself for wanting to relax right now. In fact, I urge all of you to really find happiness in the lifestyle that you're living right now. Really find figure out a way to make love to the lifestyle that you're living now. Because when you find that sweet spot and when you're literally enamored and in love with the life that you live, the life that you want kind of just seeps, just oozes, it just merges all together very seamlessly. I promise you it does. But in order to get there, you can't get what you want by playing out what you don't want. So when I say flip the script, this is just saying make it what you want, okay? Just make it what you want. I hope that makes sense. Relax, lounge. If you want to eat, eat. If you want to exercise, exercise. If you want to work on your website, work on your website. If you want to start a business, start a business. If you're not feeling up to it right now, give yourself another day. Give yourself 2 days. Say, okay, for the next 2 days, I'm just going to see where it takes me. I promise you, you're going to feel, one, really refreshed and re-energized and renewed. And two, you're going to just see where your mind naturally takes you. Maybe you're naturally you know what? Today I'm intuitively feeling like I need to go on a walk in the park today. So that's what I'm going to do. And then you go on a walk in the park and then you bump into the love of your life and you get married a week later. What? How can that happen? Because you honored your cycles. And here's the last thing I'm going to say about honoring your cycles. When you honor your cycles, understand that. So you guys know how I was talking about, there's an imaginary quantum grid, okay? Humor me. If it doesn't make sense to you, just humor me. Just try and hear me out, okay? There is an electromagnetic grid, okay? And we're all a part of it. All the humans are a part of it, the trees are a part of it, the nature's a part of it, the grass is a part of it, okay? This giant electromagnetic field, okay? The reason why you are where you are now is because you have attracted it. You've attracted your surroundings, your environments, the people around you into this fit together. It's like magnets. They stick together, they connect together. Birds of a feather flock together, right? So like even like when you're in high school, you kind of had this kind of aura about you, and that is how you attracted the friends that you attracted in your life. That's how you attracted the visible electromagnetic field, okay, right? So the way that you attract everything that happens in your life is because of this field. So if you are not happy with the field that you see or what you want, or if you're not happy with your surroundings, you have to understand that you attracted it. But the same thing, the same way you attracted it, you can repel things. If something no longer is serving you, you can repel it. Hey, your fave nurse B, what's up? The same way that you attracted those relationships you didn't want in your life, you can repel it, okay? Your electromagnetic field, think of it as like, how I mentioned your frequency, how it can go up and down, right? So if you're a certain frequency, you're attracting certain things into your electromagnetic field. Let's say I'm very happy all the time. Today is so beautiful. The sun is so bright. The grass is so green. The birds are so beautiful. I love my life. I love my friends. I love my family. I love everything about my life. Everything is fantastic and wonderful and perfect. Okay, I'm vibrating at this frequency. Therefore, everything that I'm attracting into my life, into my electromagnetic field, is going to resonate that. So if I go to the grocery store and I'm like, everything's so great. All the food that I want is here. Everyone is so perfect. Everything's so great. Just having that like really high energy, you might attract somebody into your frequency at the market, and they're like, isn't today so great? Yeah, today's so great. Oh, you look so great. Thanks, you look so great. And then you guys like hit it off really well because you might have been vibing on the same field, and then like amazing things happen. That's how you attract things into your electromagnetic field. Same goes if you're like, again, if you're like, I don't want to get in a car accident. I don't want to get in a car accident. I'm scared to drive. I'm scared of people. I don't want them to blah, 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 blah. You're going to be attracting those types of scenarios into your electromagnetic frequency or your electromagnetic field. That's why they say it's so important what you think about. It's so important how you feel. Okay? So, yeah. That's basically everything. We've been on live for about an hour now, guys. So if you have any questions, you can ask me now. And if not, we're going to wrap this up with a bow. Does anybody have any questions? Can be a personal or something for the collective. How is your manifestations going? Is anybody manifesting right now? I am manifesting. Yesterday was this live. So if you guys are interested in that, you can check it out. But I just want to show you how cool, because I was really excited about this, about doing this ritual. So look how cute. Can you guys see festing? And I love your outfit. Thank you so much, Liana. So I'm going to record an entire video about this on my spirituality channel. I know that you are over there, which I love. Thank you so much for the support. But basically what I did, so you guys know it's the new moon in Taurus. So Taurus is an earth sign, also bull gang. I am a Taurus moon, for those of you guys who didn't know. So I'm excited by this energy. But basically what I do, I've been working a lot of candle magic. So I kind of made a platter of candles, finances. So I use green candles, and then I also use yellow candles. Yellow for inspiration, creativity, ideas, happiness, things of that nature. I kind of put it all together on a platter, and I lit them all up, and I just kind of focus my intention while I watch them burn. So yeah, that's what I did for my new moon in Taurus last night. And you guys, if you haven't done any ritual and you want to, we're still under that energy. You'll probably still have like today and tomorrow if you want to do something for it. So I highly suggest you do. Today is 444. If you guys don't know, today is April, which is for the 22nd, 2-2 mixed for 2020, which is a 4. So today is 444, another amazing, incredible portal opening. And I know this is a message from my other channel, but I feel like we all kind of gravitate together. And if you're here, you kind of meant to hear this message anyway, so it's fine. I highly suggest that if you are trying to manifest money or material gain or even a new job, anything of that nature, now is the time to do it. We're in the moon phase for it. We're in the time period for it. It's springtime. Things are starting to grow. Things are starting to bloom. It definitely is the opportunity to do that. So I highly suggest it. I would say you should definitely do something. The least that you can do, if you're not going to do any candles or anything like that, the least that you can do is write down in your journal one thing that you're trying to manifest and one thing that you're grateful for. And just start there, especially if you're not somebody who does ritual or anything like that. Just start there. NPI says, how to get over a breakup during this time. Ooh, okay. Let me see. How can you get over a breakup? I know for me, every time I need to get over a breakup, I always want to look my best. So I'll do my hair, I'll do my makeup, I'll get my nails done. Okay. I know it's quarantine and you're like, no one's going to see me. So why? This is for you, boo. So you want to do your hair, your makeup, your nails, make yourself look good. So that you can feel good, okay? Because I find that when you look good, you feel good. And then you just want to keep yourself busy so you can find some activities that you like to do. Obviously, nobody's going anywhere right now, so you got to find some at-home activities. And then honestly, the way to get over a broken heart is to love again and to allow yourself to love again. So if you're not ready to, meet new people, then I would say wait a little bit. I'm not saying to throw yourself into a new relationship, but just meeting new people and interacting new people, making new friends is a really great way to take your mind off of a breakup. So yeah, I hope that was helpful, NPI. Fly Girl says, I'm doing a mental diet this week. Ooh, I love that. I need to do something like that where like I stop like if I was on a mental diet, I'd have to stop watching Netflix and Hulu because all those movies and shows are crazy. I don't really listen to anything like music wise that's kind of crazy, but I love this idea of a mental diet. She says, thank you for your great vibes. This live was wonderful. Yay, you guys, I'm so grateful we can do lives again. I don't know what happened. I thought before, like I had to download all these weird softwares to have live, and it was just really weird, but we can do lives again, and I'm excited about it. So you guys will be expecting more lives from me. And I'm just like, I'm speaking it into existence. You guys are helping me create the script. I see us traveling together. Can I share the secret with you guys since it's our first live in a long time? I see us all traveling together. And you guys might think that sounds really crazy. I don't know why, but I see us traveling together. So either some of you guys are going to come to my retreat when I do my first retreat because we were going international, honeys. We were traveling together, okay? I told you guys one of my huge things that I want is to do a retreat with you guys. So I'm manifesting that. But I just see us either me on live somewhere, but on live with you guys and still interacting with you guys. I just see us traveling. I don't know what it is. I see us going somewhere. So yeah, we're manifesting that together. I wanted to share it with you guys because we can all manifest it all together, okay? Your new fave Nurse B says, have you still been eating your salads every day? Ooh, that's a good one. So I'm kind of switching it up. I'll have a salad, and when I don't want a salad, I'll have a smoothie. So something that I've been doing is like I'll chop up a bunch of fruit and I'll put them in plastic baggies and start like freezing like bags of fruit, like lots of fruits, because it doesn't go bad if it's frozen. So yeah, if I don't have a salad, I'll have like a fruit smoothie, and they actually are super filling. I do like a banana, strawberry, almond milk. If you want to add sweetness, you can do a little bit of orange juice. And if you freeze your berries before you blend them, it makes like a really nice, thick, creamy, delicious smoothie, and it's really great. So yeah, I bounce back and forth from salad to smoothies. I don't do it every day, but I am really trying to still implement that fresh fruit and vegetable into my diet. So thank you so much, Nurse B, for asking about that. Sydney says, hashtag level up, even if only for yourself. Absolutely. And you guys, you've heard me say this on my channel before, but I personally believe that the level up is for ourselves, okay? Like, if not for yourselves, then who, right? So the level up is all for you, boo. So the hair, the makeup, the nails, that's all for you. After you do your hair, makeup, and nails, I challenge you to put on a super cute, like, lingerie set or like a nice silk robe and just walk around your house butt naked. Go get a mimosa and just relax and lounge like the goddess that you are and just soak it all in, okay? This is how you raise your vibrations and really acknowledge that you are a goddess, okay? Like you are, yeah, I think that more women need to take care of themselves in that way, just allowing themselves to just relax, and it's okay, you know? It's okay. So, yeah, I really appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, all right, you guys. So I think this live has been long enough. We will do this again soon, though, because I really do. I love our lives. So we are going to do this again soon. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. If you have any video suggestions, you can leave them down below. I am honoring my cycles right now. So if you don't see me here posting as quickly as I used to, I'm still trying to keep it up to one video a week at least. So I am still trying to do one video a week, but if I ever, miss a day or miss a week, just know I am honoring my cycles. And also, if you ever want to see me and I'm not on this channel, I do have another channel. I'll leave it down in the description box later if you guys are into my spirituality videos, because if you don't catch me here, you'll catch me there. And then if you ever like, where's Nija? Where'd she go? You can just check it all out. Okay, you guys? So yeah, I love you so much. We will do this again soon. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today. I love you. And happy manifesting. Honor your cycles, okay? Don't force yourself to be productive if that's not what you're feeling right now. And do what's best for you, boo, okay? I love you guys. I will see you later. Bye.